Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Keating Sports Center for tonight's women's volleyball matchup between the visiting Benedictine Eagles and your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. We will join the PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups and the national anthem, and then get ready to go. Inside the broadcast booth here at the Keating Sports Center as we get ready to start this match. Both of these teams looking to lock up postseason bids here this evening. Scarlet Hawks 5-5 in NAC conference play as Benedictine sits 6-3, just one game above them. So a game that is going to play into what those conference tournament playoffs look like as the Scarlet Hawks look to move up those standings, currently sitting in that final 8th spot. 3 games above of MSOE, who they swept a couple of weeks ago in a 3-set match. Benedictine coming in 11-12 on the season, 6-3 in conference play, as we mentioned, coming off a loss against Edgewood College on Saturday. Previous to that, winning against Rockford and Marion, two schools that near the bottom of the NAC conference standings. So what should be a very good match, both teams wearing black on black this evening. And we are about ready to get things underway. Benedictine will get things started. Taylor Coots with the jump serve into the middle of the court. Good service, and he'll end up with a free ball back at Benedictine. Blocked at the line, but out, and the Eagles will have the early lead. Troutman Mendez on the far side into the block and out of play for the first Scarlet Hawk point of the night. Soft tap and thrown right back to the Eagles side. Second try and dug out of there nicely. The far side of the court, the Scarlet Hawks go. Sydney Wilson on the kill. Talking to Mark Johnson earlier today, expected an intense matchup between these two teams. As we mentioned, both of them kind of sitting in the conference playoff picture, but near the bottom as both teams look to move up, to give themselves the best chance to move on and advance in the conference tournament coming up here in the next couple of weeks. London Francis, her swing at it goes long. And we have an early tie here at 2-2 inside the Keating Sports Center. The service ace here. Brooke Rifkin thought it was going to drift just long, found the back line. Emma Kouzis with the ace and the serve. And she finds another one here. Back-to-back aces for the Eagles. Jump serve here. Third time is not the charm as it ends up straight into the net. And a Scarlet Hawk point. Knuckleball serve from Rifkin. Served up to the net. And down for the Benedictine point. Amanda Bagan-Knight. First year out of Lockport with the service. And that one finds the back line. Trading points both sides here early on. Tapped over, handled well, tapped the other way. Second time for Wilson, down the line, dug out nicely off the backboard, almost 2 points. This one blocked down, sent back again. Early point that could gain momentum on either side of the court here. Troutman Mendez from behind the 10-foot line. Sydney Wilson for a third time this point. And it's the Eagles that find the point at the end of that massive rally. Multiple swings from both sides, dug out there very nicely defensively. Tipped off the block here. And almost a clearance to the near side back corner. Went off the block, and ended up down in a no man's land at the end of the court, and the Eagles with multiple points. Good service here. Swing that in the tap. Sydney Wilson near side. Cut shot, just long. Jordan Fleming, the jump serve into the net for the service error, and the serve will go back to the Scarlet Hawks. Sydney Wilson with a knuckleball service. Troutman Mendez over the block. And driven to the floor there. Sophia Semesi went up high and drove it down hard. Scarlet Hawks unable to dig that one out of there. And the Eagles lead early on here in set number 1, 9-5. That service, slight miscommunication on the Illinois Tech side, falls in for the ace. So Messi, another good service. That one blocked at the net. Carla Troutman Mendez went up, got a piece of it, sent it back right where it came from. Now a Scarlet Hawk ace. Victoria Asperez would have an incredibly efficient match on Saturday. Emilia Awolabe with the kill on the Eagle side there. Mendez back to the middle. Sydney Wilson will just serve it over. And serve it just beyond the end line. Benedictine up 12-7 here. Handled well by Troutman Mendez. Got it right back to her. Off the block. Out of play. Scarlet Hawk point. Drop service. Off the block. Down, scramble. The Scarlet Hawks are able to recover. London Francis going up at the net. Sending that back and down to the court. She's been in the top 5 in kills in the NAC in conference play this season. Top 10 overall on the season. This one right back to her. She sends it right back down on one for the kill. Scarlet Hawks close the gap down to 2. Another good service. This one just tapped right back over and set it back over. And that one down to the floor. Lilia Donaldson getting in on the action. Her first kill of the match. Veronica Lopez's serve goes long for the air. She went on a nice serving run. Scarlet Hawks within 2. Both sides here with 6 kills, 3 airs on the Illinois Tech side, 2 on the Benedictine side. Troutman Mendez across court, straight off the ceiling. It'll be a free ball back for the Scarlet Hawks to try it again. London Francis up the middle. Straight over the block and straight down. She looks like she's got a spring in her step tonight. A block at the net, the immediate kill right after it, and then the swing right there, right to the ground. Troutman Mendez serving, trying to get this back knotted up at 13. Tap there. There's London Francis again at the net, this time with Donaldson. They tag team up to get the block and the point. That one off the block and found the middle of the court. Troutman Mendez just could not extend to get underneath that ball. Over the block there and out of play. And the Eagles regain a 2-point advantage. Amakuzis, jump service, back into play. Set right up to the net. Francis the swing. This one's going to find the crowd and it'll be another kill. Your 3rd kill of the set. On 4 chances, the 1 air. That set goes long, and London Francis is there once again. As they both go up, both get a hand on it. She wins the battle and wins the point for the Scarlet Hawks. Drop serve thrown in there well. Won't be a perfect opportunity. This one into the net, and it gets down. Benedictine wasn't able to set up there offensively, kind of swung that ball in the middle of the court in between a couple Scarlet Hawk defenders. Brooke Rifkin ended up kind of hitting it into the net, nobody home. We have a net violation here. And number 2, Jordan Fleming. And we're back tied. Now it's 16. A lot of momentum can swing one way or the other here in the first set. As both these teams look to find an early advantage. Ana Sobesito came up short there. Set up to Wilson, off the block. Straight over. Great dig out there. Wilson's going to try it again. Cut shot comes up short. Hawks went over on 1. Victoria Esprez got a lot on it, and it was a beautiful defensive play by the Eagles. This set attempt goes a little long and tap back down. Be a Scarlet Hawk timeout. 16-19. Scarlet Hawks trail here early on in this match. First set's getting late. We'll rejoin the play after a quick break here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Back inside the Keating Sports Center as we get ready to restart play. Both of these teams 9 kills so far in set number 1. 5 errors from the Scarlet Hawks side, 4 for the Eagles. It's been an even set. The Eagles on the early advantage. Tap here. And then miss hit out of play. The Benedictine point. Lead at 20-16. As Fleming serves it. Drop shot doesn't get down. Wilson here on the near side. Eagles doing a very good job defending the Scarlet Hawk offense on this point. I believe there's a tip there, and it was. Tipped off the block and out of play. It's a Scarlet Hawk point. Sydney Wilson back to the service line. Scarlet Hawks trail by 3. Set was low, couldn't drive it. Deflected and just out of play. Troutman Mendez actually had to slide out of the way for that ball not to even go off of her. Rachel Chalky, the kill across court for the Eagles. It's back to a 3-point advantage. So Messi the service, and it goes long. Sydney Wilson jumping on the back line, and all of her teammates imploring her not to touch that ball. She got her hands down in time as it traveled out of play. That service dipped and dove. Wasn't a good first touch. It was a worse second touch into the net, and an error from the Eagles gets this first set within 1. Coach Jen Wilds wants to talk it over. 21-20, Eagles lead the Scarlet Hawks here at the Keating Sports Center. As we look into the stats, it's now the Scarlet Hawks with the higher hitting percentage after that run. Hitting 194 this set to the Eagles 188. Both teams with 5 errors and 11 kills. It's been even to both sides. Benedictine with 3 aces here in set number 1, 1 for the Scarlet Hawks. We talked about it at the start of the broadcast. Both these teams fairly evenly matched up. Scarlet Hawks trail Benedictine in the standings by 1.5 games. Only 1 in the win column as they're 5-5 to Benedictine 6-3. So this early first set could give either side a big advantage in this match. Scarlet Hawks have played a lot of 3 or 4 set matches in the last 2 weeks, winning a lot of those 3-0 sets. So as this gets deeper into play, we'll see how the Scarlet Hawks' legs are getting deeper into some of these matches. As the Benedictine side has been playing a lot of 4 and 5 set matches of recent. Tori Asperez on the service line. Set to the middle, tap to the back line. Illinois Tech looking to save it, and they do. That one's almost punched over the net. Scarlet Hawk blockers were set up more towards the middle of the court. Eagles caught him off guard, got that one to the floor, 22-20. Service here. Going to have to be redirected towards the net. That just served over. Off the block and down. The Eagles come right out of the timeout and put up 2 points. Now lead it by 3, 23-20. Now will be Coach Mark Johnson taking the timeout for the Scarlet Hawks. We'll step away and rejoin the play for the conclusion of the first set here inside the Keating Sports Center. We thank you for watching. You're watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Back in Chicago as we look to conclude the first set here. Jump service handled by Troutman Mendez over on 2. Some confusion. Result in a free ball. Lilia Donaldson. Set behind, running to the far side of the court, off the block and out of play. Scarlet Hawks back within 2 points. Veronica Lopez has been successful at the service line so far in this match. Looks to continue here. Off the block. Troutman Mendez. She got enough topspin on it to drop it right at the corner of the court. Our line judge had to move out of the way. He was going to hit him right on the line. Scarlet Hawks on the 2-point run, back within 1. And we have a tied match once again. Veronica Lopez, the service ace. Her first of the set. And it's been a timeout, a run, a timeout, a run. Coach Wilds looks to continue that. She's going to take her second timeout. 23-23 here in set number 1. A lot of momentum to swing either way on the next couple of points. We'll step away and rejoin the play right after this. These two teams about as even as you can get here in set number 1. Kills are even, errors are even, total attempts just 1 apart. They have the same amount of assists, 3-2 in aces. They both got 18 digs. Something's got to give here. 23-23 as the ball goes back into play. It's going to end up being what I thought was going to be a free ball for the Scarlet Hawks, but miscommunication on the Eagles side. As they both look at each other, and it results in a Scarlet Hawk set point. They've barely been ahead the whole set on the comeback trail the whole way. And that one finds the end line for another ace. And the Scarlet Hawks take set number one. They trailed most of the set on the comeback trail, but they got to 25 first, and that's all that matters. They win set number one, 25-23, to gain that momentum swing we talked about. They lead 1-0 as we will rejoin play here for set number two momentarily. But it was Veronica Lopez with the multiple aces and the last couple of points to take care of business and give the Scarlet Hawks a 1-0 set advantage. Welcome back into the Keating Sports Center as we get ready to start set number two here, this match between Illinois Tech and Benedictine. Scarlet Hawks, 13 kills in set number one, spread out between 5 different people. Troutman Mendez leading the way with 4 kills. She hit 500 as a percentage here in the first set. London Francis with 3 kills on 4 attempts, good for a 500 percentage as well with 1 error. It'll be Veronica Lopez continuing to serve. She went on that service run to get the Scarlet Hawks set number one. Finished out the set with a beautiful ace. She puts the ball into play here. That ball's driven out of play on a cut shot cross court into the Scarlet Hawk bench, and they take the early lead at 1-0 here in set number two. Service here just wide. Eagles jump out in front now, 2-1. And Makuzis at the line. And in the net, first service there. These two teams are matched up so identically. I mean, an attack error both ways and a service error both ways here in the early stages of set number 2. Mendez at service causes some troubles for Benedictine. Results in a free ball. London Francis at the net. Blocked. Tapped. There's Sydney Wilson going into the net. And to Bagdonite serving here for the Eagles. Straight into the net. So after a very clean, well-played first set from both sides, multiple service errors on both sides, multiple attack errors on both sides here early on in set number 2 as both teams look to find their footing. Four to 3 early lead for the Eagles of Benedictine. And there's some well-designed and executed offense by the Scarlet Hawks. Victoria Asperez on the kill. Her 4th of the match. Swing off the net and deflected up. Troutman Mendez behind the 10-foot line. Dug out of there nicely. Sophia Semesi with the kill there. Almost like she changed what she was going to do in midair. Saw the Illinois block go up. That set wasn't perfect for her. She actually just kind of cut it, or probably would have went wide of the court, but right off the block and out of play. Very well executed there by Semesi. This one almost goes off the ceiling. Will be served back over to the Scarlet Hawk side, over on 2. Eagles are home to defend that. Nobody at the front part of the net, and that one drops in there. Coach Johnson will take an early timeout here in set number 2. Benedictine University leads things 6-4, but however they trail 1-0 in the match. We'll take a step away. You are watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. 6-4 early lead for Benedictine. This serve goes long and well played. Behind the 10-foot line, just a tap to the net. Oh, right into the net it goes. We continue to have multiple attack errors as the story early on here in set number 2. Benedictine mishandle there, and the Scarlet Hawks tie things back up here at 6. Service here from the Scarlet Hawks side. Good save there by Veronica Lopez just to get the Scarlet Hawks a chance. Point back to the Benedictine side, and they regain the 2-point advantage they had right before the timeout. Rifkin handles that ball. Troutman Mendez dug out of there nicely. Another dig for the Eagles. And they convert it to a point. It was Semesi on that first dig. Followed up by Olabe on the second dig. That gave the Eagles the chance there. Olabe again off the body this time. It works out. Comes back over. She's there again. Troutman Mendez to try. Some messy with the dig on that, the Eagles side this time. Another one of those long points that could trade some momentum, and the Scarlet Hawks find it here. Troutman Mendez, the tap to the back line. Nobody was home. She's rewarded with the kill. Amelia Olabe, though, was all over the court these last 2 points with multiple kills. And that is going to be 4 hits on the Eagles side. It was Donaldson that went up to touch that if it did go over, but it kind of hit off the net and dropped right back down. And that's too many touches. Good service here. Vandersdale off the block for the kill for the Eagles there. Coots the service for the Eagles. And Troutman Mendez the kill for the Scarlet Hawks. Scarlet Hawks did everything right there, handled the serve well, set up perfectly to Troutman Mendez, and she delivered it right through the middle of the court. The block of the Benedictine Eagles was late getting there and gave her a free shot at the middle of the court. Dive, the dig, and in the net, but the Scarlet Hawks can't handle it, falls to the floor. Eagles clean once again to a 2-point lead. It's been a very similar story to set number 1. Scarlet Hawks had an early advantage. It was taken away by the Eagles. They've now controlled the lead a little bit of the set. But the Scarlet Hawks just won't let them get more than a couple points ahead. The tap here from Francis goes right into the block, drops down onto the court. Eagles now lead by 3. Connor Jones. Service, Troutman Mendez, the swing. Donaldson now just deflected over. Sydney Wilson behind the 10-foot line. Off the block, back down. And Wilson can't get to that ball. 4-point lead for the Eagles, I believe the biggest they've had in either set. Service here. Troutman-Rendez down the tap. Block there from the Scarlet Hawks. Troutman-Mendez, Lilia Donaldson up into the air. Redirected Semesi's attempt at the kill right back at her. Results in the Scarlet Hawk point. Maya Zinkowitz, her first action of the match here on the service line. Tapping there, controlled well. London Francis off the block and tipped out of play. And the 4-point lead is now cut right in half. Back to a 2-point advantage, 11-13. Scarlet Hawks trail. Far side, right off the block, right back to Zinkowitz. Sydney Wilson off the block. Try it again. Tapping here and just out of the reach of Veronica Lopez. On the serve, we'll go back to the Eagles side. Amanda Bagna-Knight. London Francis the swing off the block, right back to her. She handles it. Be Wilson on the other side of the court, and she finds a kill. That'll be Wilson's second kill of the match. She's had a lot of swings at it. Wilson here. This hit on the cut shot into the net. Eagles back up 3. Both teams once again just trading points in the middle part of the match. Just beyond that line. Result in the service there, and back to 2-point advantage for the Eagles. Ana Sobisito. The lefty serves it on the jump. Not a great service, just tapped over. Sydney Wilson the swing, off the block, towards the scorer's table, and down. Eagles with both timeouts. This could be a decisive point and a decisive part of this match. And it's a Scarlet Hawk ace. Sebastio with the ace. Just looks to do it again. This one a little drop serve right in the middle. Another not perfect set results in a chance for the Scarlet Hawks. Wilson off the block, right back. This one touched at the far side of the net. And the Scarlet Hawks hang around, close it down, and now have the lead here in set number 2. Coach Wilds wants a timeout as the Scarlet Hawks have a 16-15 advantage here in set number 2. They lead things in the match 1-0. You're watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Fresh off taking the lead, the Scarlet Hawks look to add on. Sebastio, the service, knuckleball, handled well and driven through the block, off the block, and almost out of the Keating Sports Center off the block right there by Semesi. When you set her up well, she is hard to defend. She's now on the service line. It's going to force just a free ball back for Benedictine. Swing here as the block was late to get there, and it's going to result in a Benedictine Eagle point as they regain the lead. That was Emma Kuzis on the swing and the kill for the Eagles. Messi, jump serve with some velocity, handled better this time by the Scarlet Hawks. Sydney Wilson right into the Benedictine block and down. Benedictine regains the 2-point advantage that they had for a majority of the set. Tough handle here. It'll be just a free over-the-top serve right back into play. Tapped over. Free ball back to Benedictine. That's blocked. Wilson's going to have a chance. Ruled off the block there. Wilson the tap. This one just off the net. It'll be 4 touches from the Scarlet Hawks side. 19-16. Eagles lead it. We've been here before. We were at 19-16 in set number 1 before the Scarlet Hawks came back and won set number 1. Messi the serve, just long. Benedictine has had multiple in this set that have just gone over the touchline. Cecilia Vetters in to serve for the Scarlet Hawks, off the net, but handled well. Another kind of missed set by the Eagles, not setting up their hitters to have the best swing at things, and this one goes straight into the net, and the Scarlet Hawks are right back in it. Jason just won. 18-19 is our score. Vetters' service attempt into the net, 20-18, Eagles. Touch off the serve, just going to force the Scarlet Hawks to free ball it over, and that one goes into the net. Right back to a 3-point advantage for Benedictine. Benedictine really needs this set to get things back squared up 1-1. Completely changes the match for being down 2-0. Troutman Mendez the swing, off the block, and it's down. Eagles now lead it by 4. Matching their biggest lead in the set and in the match. Coach Johnson looking for a repeat of what happened in set number 1. He took the timeout and inspired a big Illinois Tech run. He takes out the timeout here as they chase by 4 late here in set number 2. You're watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. We will rejoin the play in just a bit. Back inside the Keating Sports Center. Service from the Eagles. Handled well. Set a little off, and the Eagles are going to have a run at it. The swing here, and it's down off the dig attempt by Brooke Rifkin. 23-18. Eagles now extending that lead to 5. Olabe. The service off the block. Rifkin, the nice save. But a mishandle here. And the Eagles have gone on a nice run and have stretched this lead out to 6. They have multiple set points here in a row as they look to knot this match back up at 1. Nice service attempt into the net. It'll be Victoria Esperez at the service line looking to go on a run for the Scarlet Hawks. This one's handled. Troutman Mendez back over. Swing for the set. Give it another go. Dug out of there. Donaldson. And that ball trailed out of play. No touch on the block. And the Eagles take set number 2, 25-19. We are tied up at 1 here. 1 set apiece here at the Keating Sports Center. Very competitive match both ways, and a match that both teams need as they want to continue to move up the NAC standings as we get closer and closer to conference tournament season. We'll step away and then look at the stats of set number 1 and 2 before getting ready for set number 3 in this very even matchup between the Scarlet Hawks and the Benedictine Eagles. Back inside the Keating Sports Center as we get ready for set number 3 in this NAC conference matchup. Looking back here at set number 2. Much less efficient offenses by both sides. Benedictine led the way with 8 kills to the Illinois Tech 7. Illinois Tech with 11 errors in the second set was kind of the story. Benedictine had 5 themselves, hit .088 on the Eagle side, negative .087 for the Scarlet Hawk side. Look for both teams to try to limit those errors, as that'll be a story here in set number 3. Maybe the difference here in this decisive kind of third set that gives you that advantage in the middle part of the match. Sophia Semesi leading the way offensively for the Eagles with 6 kills. Troutman Mendez on the Scarlet Hawk side with 6 kills, leading their attack. This just gets over the net on this first point. Swing attempt there by Kouzis, redirected by the Illinois Tech block for the early advantage. Carla Troutman Mendez at the service line for the Scarlet Hawks, and she finds an ace. That knuckleball serve dove right as it crossed over the net in front of Brooke Wisniewski. Similar service. Wisniewski this time handles on the dive. Swing there by Jordan Fleming goes long. And the Scarlet Hawks find a 3-0 advantage early. This ball's driven with velocity as Wisniewski handles that one. London Francis. There was a touch off the block. London Francis with another kill. Troutman Mendez still at the service line. This one goes long. Connor Jones, the service. Redirected straight into the air. And almost every Scarlet Hawk player looking to see who was going to go get it. And it fell to the floor for the ace. Cecilia Vetters on the near side here. Cross court with the kill. Brooke Rifkin at the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. Jump serve, Knuckles Wisniewski handles. And Jordan Fleming directs it to the floor. Good handle there. The swing and the kill. Victoria Esperez got it done. Well done by the middle of the Scarlet Hawks to handle that service. Good set to set her up. Then driven off the block and down. The Scarlet Hawks have the Eagles doubled up here early in set number 3, 6-3. Sebastio. Service there. Vetters tries that cut shot again. Wonderful defense by the Eagles. The tap here, but not this time. It was Amanda Bagnanite on that dig. Vetters went cross-court cut shot. Really tough shot to pull off. Bagnanite dug it out of there. Illinois Tech was able to handle, get another chance at it, and the drop shot falls. Troutman Mendez off the block. The dive and attempt, got a hand on it, but wasn't able to redirect it back into the court of play. And the Eagles drop the point. Scarlet Hawks up 8-4. Sydney Wilson's service. Free ball back for the Scarlet Hawks. Troutman Mendez in the middle of the court, around the block, and driven down to the floor. Scarlet Hawks have cleaned things up offensively in set number 3. 5 kills, no errors, 10 chances, 500 hitting percentage. And if that continues, they're going to like their chances here in set number 3 and in the rest of the match. Benedictine on the other side of things, just the 1 kill, 2 errors, 8 chances, negative 125 on the hitting percentage. Result, 9-4 advantage early on here in set number 3. We'll take a break. Illinois Tech looking to continue this run after the Benedictine timeout. Wilson quickly back into play on the service. Tap here. And that one's too far. Scarlet Hawks continue the run they're on. All 3 Illinois Tech team sport teams this fall in action today. The women for soccer took on Rockford and took care of business. They put up a touchdown and a field goal. They shut down Rockford 17-0. Men's soccer just kicking off right now, a block and a half away from where we are here inside the Keating Sports Center. Sebastillo, the big dig. Troutman Mendez back over. Troutman Mendez the swing, off the block. Deflected, over the net and just past the sideline. Men's soccer just starting 3 minutes ago and already on the board. Illinois Tech leads things 1-0 at Stewart Field, a block and a half from here. Inside the Keating Sports Center, we're 1-1 here in set number 3. Scarlet Hawks have the advantage in this third set, 10-5. As Sophia Semesi hits her jump serve into play. Troutman Mendez, I believe it got off the block. That is the call. One-on-one at the front of the net. Lilia Donaldson is the victor. She gets the block off Amelia Olabe. It's now a 12-5 advantage for Illinois Tech. Hit here, just long, no touch. Tori Asperez. Served in the middle of the court. Slight mishandle here. Behind the 10-foot line off the block. It should set up the Illinois Tech attack. Donaldson with a touch And then the kill. Quick and efficient offense once again. Benedictine's block not set up in the middle. And that's a free knock and a free kill for Donaldson. That'll result in the second Eagle timeout of the set. So they have used both timeouts here early on. 14-5. The Scarlet Hawks lead it here in set number 3 after dropping the second set. You are watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. Esperez back on the service line, looking to continue this run. Swing here is handled. Donaldson again, and she collects. No call as she lifted it over. It'll go back to the Benedictine side. Eagles point back into play. Troutman-Mendez cross court. And the serve will go right back to the Illinois Tech side as Troutman-Mendez took care of that one. That'll be her 10th kill of the match as she leads the way in this one for either side. Veronica Lopez has been very efficient at the service line. There for the Scarlet Hawks now. It's London Francis on the swing, and she collects another kill. Now a 10-point double-digit advantage for Illinois Tech here in set number 3. Looking to take control of this match. Lopez's serve. This one goes long. Francis, the swing, got it over the blockers, but also over the end line. Be a Benedictine point. Troutman-Mendez. Block was nowhere near the net. She had a free shot. Delivered it right down the end line. Brooke Wisniewski had no chance to dig that one out of there. Troutman-Mendez back of the line. She started the set here. Went off on an Illinois Tech run to start the set. Great service here. Benedictine just in a scramble to get it back over. Backwards set. Donaldson had a run at it. This one's Vetters. And she gets it from behind the 10-foot line. Little cut shot. Wisniewski had to kind of drift over her arm and deflect it out of play. And the Scarlet Hawks regain a 10-point advantage. Troutman-Mendez very confident on the service line right here as he drove that one to the backside of the court. It's just taking Benedictine about a set or a touch or two to kind of get things lined up offensively, resulting in a lot of tough shots for their hitters. That Illinois Tech block has been effective. Troutman-Mendez couldn't get the top spin and the drop on that one as it sails out of play. 19-9. Illinois Tech leads it in set number 3. Benedictine looking for a run to keep Illinois Tech from taking a 2-1 advantage in the match. Touch here. Nobody home to retrieve, and it's an Eagle ace. Lilia Donaldson deflects that one to the floor for another kill for her. We're back to a 10-point advantage, 20-10, as Brooke Rifkin gets to the service line. That one goes in between the Illinois Tech block, unable to be dug out of there. Mendez from the 10-foot line. Redirected to the net. Too far. Tough handle. 4 touches. Scarlet Hawk point. 21-11. It's good. The Scarlet Hawks get closer and closer to collecting this third set in their favor. London Francis will serve it here. That one finds the back line. Betters the tap. Just a free ball back for the Scarlet Hawks. Swing here into the block and down. Victoria Esperez with the kill. Off the Illinois Tech block here. Blocked right back to the Hawks. Troutman Mendez the tip. Punched back over. Troutman Mendez this time with velocity to the back line and down and in. She'll add on with her 12th kill of the match, leading the way on either side. Service long here, and it'll be a service error. The ball will be back with the Eagles. Just one an error on the Eagles side. Set point now for the Scarlet Hawks. 24-13, they lead it. Another good service. It's going to be touched back over. That was a double hit. And it'll be an Illinois Tech third set win. Now lead the match 2-1. Win set number 3, 25-13. And now lead the match 2-1. Illinois Tech will look to close things out in set number 4 right after this break on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Back inside the Keating Sports Center as we get ready for set number 4. Looking back at set number 3 on the Illinois Tech side, probably one of their best sets of the entire season, and that's when you want to do it, right? Right at the end of the season as they're looking to build momentum into the conference tournament season. 15 kills in that set against just 2 errors, 32 chances. They hit .406 in set number 3. Troutman Mendez leading that Illinois Tech attack. She's hitting .294 on the match. 12 kills, just 2 errors for her. Victoria Esperez with 8 kills, 1 error, hitting .318. The two of them have been a force offensively for the Scarlet Hawks. Veronica Lopez, 32 assists for the Scarlet Hawks, leads in that category for the entirety of this match. Scarlet Hawks looking to put things away here in set number 4. Benedictine on the other side in set number 3 was not efficient at all. 4 kills, 8 errors, 28 chances, negative 143 hitting percentage in set number 3. They look to rebound from that. Scarlet Hawks look to keep momentum going and close things out as we are ready to go in set number 4 inside the Keating Sports Center. Veronica Lopez at the line for the Scarlet Hawks. Knuckleball to the back line. Tapped over and down, and the Eagles take the 1-0 lead in set number 4. Look for Benedictine, try to gain a little bit more control on the first touch, especially off of those Illinois Tech services. Those services from the Illinois Tech side have caused a little havoc for Benedictine. Has not allowed their attack to get into position. A free ball here kind of sent back over in between 4 Illinois Tech players. Wasn't sure who was going to handle the ball. It'll end up being a kill for the Eagles. Service into the back line. London Francis on the swing just inside the 10-foot line. This ball just travels just long, about a foot out. 3-0 early Benedictine University lead here in set number 4. They trail things 2-1 in the match. The tap, the set. No touch from the blockers, so that's 4 touches on the Illinois Tech side. And the Eagles have come out in set number 4 and have a 4-0 lead. Connor Jones, the service. It's a good one. See if there's a touch there. They didn't give it. Troutman Mendez going over to confer with that call. It's a 5-0 advantage early. Missed touch here by Wilson. She's going to get back to her, and she's just going to send it over. Another mishit on the set from Benedictine results in the error. Scarlet Hawks back on the board here in set number 4. Troutman Mendez at the service line. She was very effective there in set number 3. It's going to end up resulting kind of a free ball back for the Scarlet Hawks to handle. Francis towards the net. Off the net. And the Eagles lead things 6-1. We talked about it right before the set, looking for Illinois Tech to continue that efficient attack. A couple early attacking errors have them trailing. Vetters behind the 10-foot line on the cut. Diving dig. But a block gives Illinois Tech the point. But Bagdonite, for a second time in this match, flying out of nowhere to give Benedictine a chance at a point. Swing cross court, deflected into the crowd. And the Eagles maintain the 5-point advantage. Jordan Fleming at the service line. Serves Rifkin. Vetters the tap. Over on 2. And down. Caught Illinois Tech off guard. Haven't seen that move a ton from the Benedictine side of things in this match. And when they have gone over on 2, they've found the middle of the floor empty. Now it's the Scarlet Hawks just trying to get the ball over after a good service. Cross court, just out. Assistant coach Justin Parr giving instructions. Trying to settle down this Illinois Tech attack. London Francis the service. Good set here. Chance to drive one. Francis the dig. Tapped over and down. And it's a 9-3 Benedictine advantage early in set number 4. Before the substitution, we got a timeout. Coach Mark Johnson wants to get things reorganized. Takes the early timeout here in set number 4. Update from Stewart Field. Illinois Tech has gone on an onslaught, putting up 3 more goals here early in the first half. They lead things 4-0. So we talked about the women's soccer team put up 2 touchdowns and a field goal today to tack on the extra points as well. Beat Rockford 17-0 on the road. Illinois Tech looking to go 3-0 on the day as women's soccer has already completed their victory. Men's soccer has the lead. And Illinois Tech women's volleyball clean onto the 2-1 set advantage here inside the Keating Sports Center. We'll take a quick break and rejoin the play right after this. Back jumping into the play. Good Benedictine serve results. And a mishandle from the Scarlet Hawk side. They extend their lead now 10-3. Sophia Semesi been all over the court in all facets for the Eagles. Back at the service line, she caused a little bit of havoc early on in set number 1 and in set number 3 on the service line. She's doing the same here. Another good service. Results in a little just missed set. And then the attack from the Scarlet Hawks into the net. Semesi long here. Gives the service back to the Scarlet Hawk side, where they look to go on a run to get back in to the 4th set. Sydney Wilson to the line for the Scarlet Hawks. Done a good job of not letting Benedictine get away from them, and especially the first 2 sets where Benedictine kind of controlled the action a little bit. Eagles wanted that as an in call. Called out on the back line. Be Wilson back. Looking to go on a run. Kind of a miss hit here. Swing from the 10-foot line. Handled. Through the block, but dug out of there. Behind the 10-foot line, Semesi. When the Scarlet Hawk blockers have not gotten up on her, she has caused a lot of havoc. No matter where she is out of the court, came from the back line there, behind the 10-foot line, swung right down the middle of the court for the kill. Knuckleball serve. Mishandle by Wilson. Tapped right back down by the Eagles, and now they lead it by 8. Their biggest advantage of the match in any of the sets. Cross court. Just gently back into play. Messi. Troutman Mendez down the line and good. Look for the Scarlet Hawks to try to feed Troutman Mendez to try to regain composure and get back into set number 4 here. Block is set up that time, redirected back off of Donaldson. Tap and down. The Eagles have found that gentle tap over the Illinois Tech block has been extremely effective, especially here in set number 4. It's almost a reversal of fortunes here in set number 4. It's now Benedictine on the attack and driving that attack effectively. Hitting 200 here in the set thus far. 235 is my live stats update, where it's the Illinois Tech side still in the negatives. Good kill there by the Scarlet Hawks, though. Back within 7. This tip right into Francis. Had to be just tapped over. It was kind of a missed touch. That one just off the off-stretched arm of Donaldson, just deflected off and down. And now a 15-7 Eagle advantage. Scarlet Hawks looking to go on a run just to get back into this set, get within 5 or 4 points. Give yourself a chance. Hit set number 4 here. Troutman Mendez, cross court. Miss hit and out of play. It's now the Eagles just flying around. Donaldson had her attempt redirected back right into her. The Benedictine Eagles are going on a big run. 17-7. First 2 sets of this match, very, very close. 2 points one way, 2 points the other way. Illinois Tech controlled play in set number 3, and now it's the Eagles controlling set number 4. Troutman Mendez off the block and down. Can that kill generate an Illinois Tech run? Troutman Mendez looking to do it herself here on the service line. Service into the middle of play, a mishandle. It'll be a free ball for the Scarlet Hawks. Francis. Swung and hit off the antenna out of play. Was blocked off the antenna, so it'll be Illinois Tech point. So Messi takes care of that one for the Eagles side. But she's been the answer every time Illinois Tech has looked to go on a run. She's up to 10 kills, double digits on the match for her. Betters off the block. Far side. Dug out of there by Troutman Mendez. Betters tries it again. Another dig. Right back to her. She's going to set it. Betters went in the air. Thought better of it. Set it kind of back up. Then the second set didn't put London Francis in the best chance. She went for the swing anyway and had it redirected straight back down. It's now a 10-point advantage for the Eagles, up 19-9. This one just tapped over. Try here from Donaldson is off the block and out of play for the point. Correction, that's Carla Leonte on the kill for the Scarlet Hawks. That one's blocked. Illinois Tech with back-to-back points, trying to get themselves back in the match. Rifkin the drop serve, nobody home. A 3-point run from Illinois Tech has them chasing 7, 12-19 now. Another drop service, this one handled. Semesi into the middle where Troutman Mendez is there. Vetters the drop, little tap. Semesi gonna try it again. The cut shot, Rifkin is there. Vetters. No touch. And long. Scarlet Hawk defense was set up there twice when Semesi gave it a run. Were able to dig it out of there twice, give themselves a chance. Weren't able to convert. They do convert though, however, right here. Victoria Esperez, the kill in the middle of the court. We're back to a 7-point deficit for the Scarlet Hawks. 13-20. Starting to run out of time. Need a run here out of London Francis serving. Blocked here at the net. Eagles going to have another trap. Semesi, the tap, handled. Tap there. And out of play. Good decision right there on the line by Wisniewski. She was there to make the play, but the ball just traveled out. Gives Benedictine the point. One step closer to tying this match up. Vetters the swing and the block. Leonte. Sydney Wilson at the service line. Need the run, need it now. Semesi, the tap from the 10-foot line. Troutman Mendez, long of the court. The Eagles regain the service. Scarlet Hawks' 12th error on the attack here in set number 4. That was the story in set number 2, the other set they dropped. They find that efficient offense without those errors. And if they can, just like that, they've controlled the play. Victoria Esperez with the kill. She's going to go to the service line. Back down 7 again. They got to cut into it here. And they do not, as that one drops in the back line. Benedictine just happy to trade points back and forth, back and forth. They know they have the advantage. That's going to get them to 25 long before the Scarlet Hawks. Taylor Coots at the service line. Troutman Mendez had it dug out of there nicely by Wisniewski. Tap. Troutman Mendez there this time. Deflected off the block. Will bring up set point for the Eagles. 24-15 here in set number 4 inside the Keating Sports Center. Just out. Just out. So they chase by 7. Chased by 8. Veronica Lopez needs to go on a run. Towards the back line. Good service. Result. And a good chance for the Hawks to get a point. And they're going to find it. Carla Leonte gets the kill. And the Hawks are within 7. They're going to need 7 more out of number 7, Veronica Lopez, to tie things up. And they're not going to find it as this service goes wide of the court. And it'll be a 25-17 win for Benedictine here in set number 4. This match is going to go the distance. We head to set number 5. We'll have the coin toss here for the service. And we will step away. You are watching Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball on the Illinois Tech Broadcast Network. Back inside the Keating Sports Center. We talked about it early on, but the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks side has played a lot of just 3-set matches. 4 of their last 5 matches just going 3 sets. They have not played in a match going 5 sets since October 4th when they defeated Marion in that 5th set 15-10. On the Benedictine side, a little bit more accustomed to going the distance. They've gone the distance against Marion as well early here in October on the 18th. The day before, they also went 5 sets against Augustana College. But all 5 of their last 5 matches have gone at least 4 sets. So this is not that new for the Benedictine side of things. Illinois Tech, however, just their second in the month of October going the distance. We will see how that plays into things as both teams look for a big NAC conference win to set both teams up to move up the conference standings like we talked about. Benedictine sitting at 6-3, which puts them in a tie for 5th place with Lakeland and Concordia, Wisconsin at both 6-3. Wisconsin Lutheran and St. Norbert's just a game ahead of those 3 squads. Illinois Tech sitting in that 8th spot at 5-5, a game and a half out of that 5 spot of those 3 teams we just listed. So a game that's going to have a lot of repercussions in the seeding come conference tournament time. And this 5th set, I'm sure, is going to have a little bit of a conference tournament feel as both squads look for a big win as we've been back and forth all evening. As we look into the stat sheet, kind of the story of the match thus far, if the Scarlet Hawk attack has been working, they've come out victorious. Hit 216 in set number 1, got the win. Hit negative 87 in set number 2, were defeated. 406 and dominated the 3rd set, and then negative .083 in set number 4 resulted in a loss. So the key to watch, can that Illinois offensive attack get the good set and set up before the Benedictine blockers are set? When that happens, they've been efficient. Those swings have been in the middle of the court and down, and Benedictine has struggled to respond. When they've let that Benedictine block get set, they've been in trouble. The Benedictine service, Taylor Coots puts it into play. Good set here. They got a tip, and it'll be a kill for Leonte. Scarlet Hawks take the early advantage in this short 5th set. Maya Zinkowitz back at the service line. This one's going to jump right over the scores table. It's going to be an ace. One of the members of Scarlet Hawks, where her job is to come in and get those services in play and serve the ball where they want it. gets it done. She finds an ace. The Scarlet Hawks lead set number 5 here, 2-0 early. This one knuckling all over the place, handled very well, but it'll end up being a free ball back to Zinkowitz. Tap here, nobody home. Troutman Mendez with the kill. So 2 great serves by Maya Zinkowitz has set up the Scarlet Hawks for 2 quick points. One on the ace, one on the Troutman Mendez drop shot kill. Service here off the net. Driven long, and it's a 4-0 advantage in this 5th set for the Scarlet Hawks. Back and forth this match has been. Hawks win 1, Eagles win 1. Hawks win 1, Eagles win 1. Coach Mark Johnson hoping that stays true as the Hawks have the early 4-0 lead as Coach Wilds will take an early timeout here in the 5th set. Scarlet Hawks lead things 4-0 in this 5th set as we are knotted 2 apiece inside the Keating Sports Center. You're watching Division III volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this match. Back inside as Zinkowitz puts us back into play. And tapped down by the Eagles to find their first point of set number 5. It's a big timeout there from Coach Wild. Needed a response from Benedictine. They found it, and they get the service back. Connor Jones, the serve into the net, but it got over. Troutman Mendez off the block. Out of play. Another kill for Troutman Mendez. She adds to her title on the match. It'll be Brooke Rifkin at the service line. Troutman Mendez, her 17th kill of the match. She's having a very nice day. Blocked there by the Scarlet Hawks. Tried again. Semesi had it go off the block as well, and then just tapped over the net. Troutman Mendez a try. No touch there, just out of play. 5-2. Scarlet Hawks lead it. It'll be Benedictine serve here. Bagdonite just in. Will serve it. Zinkowitz dug that out nicely. Mendez got it done. I don't know if there was a touch on the net. Actually, the ball off the antenna. It will go the Eagles' way. So another serve to Zinkowitz. Anna Jones into the match for the first time. She goes off the block. Get a free ball back from Rifkin to the Eagles side. They struggle to handle it. And it's blocked by Anna Jones just into the game. Also at the net there, Victoria Asperez. They team up, go up, get the touch in the block, and it's down. Scarlet Hawks lead 6-3, set number 5 inside the Keating Sports Center. Olivia Mack into the match. Her service, another block. And it leads to a mishandle and a Scarlet Hawk point. Once again, it was Asperez and Anna Jones going up, and they got a lot of ball and redirected it right back from where it came. McMath, I believe this is her first time entering the match as well. At the service line, looking to go on a run. Tap there. London Francis deflected back, the mishandle, and the point for the Scarlet Hawks. If we reach 8-3, we'll flip sides. Scarlet Hawks, 8-3 advantage in set number 5 in this crucial NAC contest. Scarlet Hawk Athletics looking for an undefeated Wednesday evening. Women's soccer with the W. Men's soccer continues to lead 4-0 as we approach halftime. And Illinois Tech women's volleyball looking to close out the Benedictine Eagles here in the 5th set. We have a timeout here. We will step away. You are watching Illinois Tech women's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Back inside Keating Sports Center. The Illinois Tech service as Olivia McMath continues to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. This one goes just long. And the ball back with the Eagles. Jordan Fleming, senior out of Plainfield, Illinois, will put the ball back into play. Maya Zinkowitz digs it out. London Francis to swing off the block. Dug out of there. Tapping off the block. And down. Once again, it was Semesi for the Eagles with the answer. Now just a 3-point lead for the Scarlet Hawks. Anna Jones handles the service. She looks to put it away. And she does put it away. Ball's ripped right in front of me. Straight down the line. Wisniewski lucky to get a hand on it. That ball is going directly at her face. But it results in a kill for Anna Jones. She gets the point. Ana Sebastio comes in for Anna Jones and immediately makes an impact on the service line. She finds her second ace of the match. The Scarlet Hawks now lead things 10-5. Jump serve here deep and just long. Within inches of that back line. From my angle, it was a 50-50 call. Line judge had it just out. He was all over it. It'll be Semesi at the line for Benedictine. We'll see. Does she go for velocity or touch? Kind of somewhere right in between. It ends up in a free ball back to her. Touch here, deflected off the block. Vetters, cross court, ripped right into the wall of Benedictine defenders and down. Scarlet Hawk lead cut to 3 now. 10-7, 5th set. Semesi. Jump serve, knuckleball, handled well. London Francis. The blockers were late getting there, and she got the kill. That's what we talked about right before this set is can Illinois Tech set it up quick enough and handle the ball well enough to get those swings off before the Benedictine blockers are ready. They did it there. It results in a point. Good service, driven right back down, and the Scarlet Hawks on a 2-point run. Carla Leonte, the kill. Set up there beautifully by Victoria Esperez on a great service. Had that ball knuckle right down, just like that one. handled better this time. The tap. And Illinois Tech with the mishandle. Vetters went to touch that ball and almost slipped. Didn't get the ball in the air as cleanly as she wanted. Went off the net and down. 8-12. Scarlet Hawks still in the lead. They serve Vetters here. And back to her, right behind the 10-foot line, the tap back over. Swing here. Vetters is there again. London Francis late getting there. Just tapped. 50-50 ball at the net. Now Vetters a swing off the block once again. Big point either way. Vetters is going to give it another try. Tapping this time. Benedictine's home. Behind the 10-foot line, Semesi tried to go for it all and drove it into the net. It'll be an error and a Scarlet Hawk point. There's been one of those points in almost every set where we've seen the ball go back and over about 15 or 20 times, it feels like. Those are momentum-building points. Scarlet Hawks now just 2 points away from closing out this match. It's Veronica Lopez, who closed out the first set at the service line, looking to do the same here. This swing is long, no touch. Match point, Illinois Tech. There's Katie Dittmar on the air. Lopez the serve, middle of the court. Rifkin looking to set something up. Troutman Mendez looked to just tap it over. She tapped it right into the Benedictine block. It was directed straight down for the Eagle point. It remains set point and match point for the Scarlet Hawk. They lead at 14-9 here inside the Keating Sports Center. Taylor Coots at the service line for Benedictine, needs a run. Serve to the middle of the court. Troutman Mendez the swing. Inches between the Scarlet Hawks ending this match and it continuing. It goes just long. And it'll be match point number 3. Coots back at the service line. Quickly back into play. Troutman Mendez handles. Driven to the court by Cecilia Vetters. She finds the back portion of the court, and the Scarlet Hawks have closed out Benedictine here in set number 5. They take set 5, 15-10. They take the match 3-2, and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks come up with a massive win here late in the season. They climb to 6-5 on the NAC campaign. We will see how that affects the NAC standings as these matches continue to come in. They can't catch anybody in front of them tonight, but when they suit up again, they could be within a half game of multiple opponents in the NAC standings. Illinois Tech women's volleyball will return to the court on Saturday up in De Pere, Wisconsin. They take on St. Norbert's College, who's in the number 2 seed currently in the conference. That'll be a 12 o'clock start up in De Pere, Wisconsin against St. Norbert's. They will return to the Keating Sports Center November 7th. That's a Friday. That'll be senior night here as Illinois Tech takes on Rockford University to close out the regular season campaign. We thank you for watching here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Either if you were a Scarlet Hawk supporter or even an Eagle supporter, we appreciate you tuning in for this broadcast. I am Ryan Cantlin. I have the pleasure of calling this game and working here at Illinois Tech as the Assistant Sports Information Director. I hope everybody has a good night, and go Scarlet Hawks.